Now being in the industry, I see that this place was actually preparing me for what I was about to do out there. Without this skill, I don't think that I would have succeeded as quickly as I did. I got my first job at 15 years old at a haunted house and became addicted to it. I did it every year after that, and I saw behind the scenes of 13 ghosts and saw that this could be a job. Someone gave me a magazine that had an ad for the Savini school in it, and I was at orientation for a cosmetology class. And I left, got my stuff together, and packed my bags and came out to Menneson to go to school here. It served to be the best school that was available for special effects, especially at that time. Since I came from Hawaii, I had no idea what I was coming into. I could only see the videos online, so I was excited, it was new. But coming here, it's like special effects boot camp. Super engaging, so much hands-on. We're living and breathing special effects. All the houses, everybody from everywhere, here for the same purpose. Perfect boot camp for especially what we're up against in the industry. I got to LA and a month later got casted on Face Off. Since nobody knew what the show was, we had no idea what it was going to be. So it was something new every day, and it was thrilling, exhausting, frightening, exciting, all of it all at the same time. It's crazy because you can compare the school to Face Off. The amount of time that you have to do your work here, the amount of time that we had to do, it was like an accelerated version of school. So it was interesting how those parallels worked out, I think, in my favor. So Face Off, we were there for a few months, and I got off and I didn't know how to get work. There was so much CG at the time. There was no work, really, to be honest. The crews were very skeleton crews when I first moved to LA. And Christian Tinsley texted me while I was in orientation at Lowe's because I didn't know what else to do at that point in the garden section. I was interning at American Effects, and Christian Tinsley texted me. I don't know how he got my number. And he asked for me to come in because his wife really supported myself and thought that I got ripped off on Face Off and wanted to give me another opportunity. Got in there and I was with them for years. They taught me how to do silicone fabrication, American Horror Story, the first 3 seasons there, Riddick, Gangster Squad. And his prosthetics are just gorgeous because they're so minimal. The meat is where it needs to be in order to really change the face. We did Men in Black as well. Josh Brolin was his main client, so we were doing all those makeups. So learning from someone like that was amazing, and it just propelled me into all these other shops. Fractured Effects, where we did Insidious, we did Cooties, we did Conjuring, a lot of Blumhouse film there. I ran their entire silicone department. I was the only person in there doing all that stuff. Once I got to Legacy Effects, I really had to up my game. So I was brought in on a night crew, and they had found out that I knew silicone, brought me in there for one day, and I didn't leave for almost 3 years. And I was the lead silicone casting there. I ran the entire team for Captain Marvel. I ran the entire team for the first Mandalorian season. It was so much fun. And the techniques that we were really gaining on there, that's a shop that's looking for innovation. They want the newest, most realistic type of skin that we could work with, and we're doing animatronics as well, right? So everything has to be perfect. And to see your name in the credits is huge. That's the one thing that we get as artists. Nobody's actually gonna know what you did, but just to have that credit roll up with all these legends that you've looked up to, and it's on a big screen and you got your friends with you, it's the best feeling. I got an opportunity to work at Universal Studios for their amusement park, the new Jurassic Park. I built a door that was like 50 foot tall by like 20 feet long, and it's the gates. I had to carve dinosaur markings out with a chisel and knife out of a wood door. And then we would paint it all metal. All the screens are cracked. We didn't get any of the dinosaurs there, but after that, it was then Star Wars land. I built the Kuiper crate that you get your crystals to build your lightsaber out of. Then I went off to do Pets 2 at Universal Studios. And that install was almost a year. I had a team of 2. And it was cool because the entire world that we built was not practical. It was this hybrid between animation and real that we were making in real life. Left LA to come back to the place that I got all of this from, to give back and open up my own space for students, for myself, for other collectives, other artists in Pittsburgh, to do art here. And it's not limited to film. Theater, we want to do like a small haunt for the public. We're going to do charity events later down the line as well. Church of Art is what we're creating here. My advice to young artists that are trying to start out is not to give up. It's a wave. It's just like a roller coaster, you're gonna go down, but you're gonna come back up and it's gonna be thrilling. But you have to push through and find your passion. You know, if you don't know exactly what you're gonna do, just keep going. Just keep doing the art, keep digging, and definitely coming from yourself, like pulling yourself off of reference and allowing yourself just to see what comes out. People always say, oh, well, I can't just pull something out of my head. And I go, well, have you tried? I go, well, yeah. And I go, have you really had the opportunity to try though, where you don't have a boss or some sort of deadline? Just let it go. You know, you're told like, well, that should be red, but you feel like it's gonna be purple, paint it purple. You can always make another one. And if you don't have time limitations and you give yourself that space to just let it out, you will be greatly surprised at how amazing you actually are. This place serves people to have a career in art, where, you know, most people don't even know that this is a job. Like I said, I found this job through a movie, extra credits, VHS, had to wait for all those credits to roll through in order to see that. And it's an amazing job.